Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And today we're going to be doing a what sold video for last week, Monday through Thursday, December 15th through the 18th. And sales were down. And that's going to be the continuation, probably, hopefully only for another week or two. And then hopefully they'll pick up again when we get back off our trip to Missouri. But I do have some stuff to share with you, and like 4 Etsy's, and Robert had quite a few for the 4 days also. So it's still going, still paying the bills. It's just, you know, when you're used to these really high dollar days and then you're back below normal, which I faced a lot this year. So it's all right.
Next year's going to be even less than normal because you're slowing down.
I'm slowing down. Work less, play more. All right, let me go ahead and share with you. First thing is this Russ Nikki white cat plush. I find this probably 2 or 3 times a year. And it sells, this time it went on Etsy for $22.45. These are Puppy Magic puppies. The brand is Marvel, but not like Marvel Entertainment, I don't think. From 2001, and they sold for $17.95. This gray and white striped kitty cat didn't have a tag, so I was not sure who the manufacturer is, but just based on the face and the eyes, it looked vintage to me. So I went ahead and put it on Etsy. Sold very quickly, $22.45. And then this Blue's Clues puppy dog from 1998 sold for $22.45. And then eBay. First thing that sold was a Cabbage Patch Kids infant little romper outfit. Sometimes I just go ahead and list these vintage stuff by themselves. And they do fine. This one sold for $12.50. Calou is a brand from France, and they do very well for me. This little spaniel dog sold on eBay for $49.95. Aurora Tubby Wubbies Lion Plush bread and butter, $8.96. This is a really old listing, probably 2023, so 2 years or more older. And it's by Kelly Toy. It was a little Merry Christmas plush sleigh, and it sold for $8.96. Build-A-Bear Minion plush sold, it says it had a working sound box, sold for $15. Wrangler men's black jeans. Trying to get rid of a lot of these older listings that are still in my store. This one sold for $11. Still moving like 10 a day over to Robert's store. Royal Caribbean Cruise Line plush boy doll sold for $17.95. Just looked very intriguing when I found it. Small of the Wild white beluga plush ornament sold for $12.10. Reader's Digest. Definitely loved this little plush. I had it on Etsy, but it sold on eBay first. Just cute little pajamas. Just, you could tell, nice quality. I'm not sure if it was something you ordered. Not sure how it came about, but it sold for $35.95. Wimlin by Wimbley necktie. This was in the Peanuts lot that we won we purchased last year at we did a buyout of some peanut stuff. Sold for $8.96. Fisher Price Think and Learn Caterpillar replacement parts. Anytime I find these, I pick them up. I don't find them very often. And they sell. People are always these add-on to a play system by Fisher Price. And, you know, people will just buy more pieces. It's like coding. It teaches kids how to code. and sold for $13.45. Pulled all my Starbucks barista bears and made one lot, and they sold about 4 months, $26.95. Encrypted was the name of this brand. Bleached men's jeans sold for $15.01. Gund Bootsy the cat plush sold for $15. This is a viewer sale, so thank you so much, Pamela. Pamela picked up this First in Maine Benjamin the Bear plush for $12.11. And thanks again, Pamela. Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus Cup sold for $12.11. Monsters University Sully Talking Plush sold for $22.45. Thai Classic, love picking them up. Mostly cats and dogs these days. This one sold for bread and butter, $8.96. Yeah, this took forever to sell. Dakin, when I was picking up lots of bears, but it's finally gone. From 1985, this Christmas polar bear sold for $13. Thai Brown Bungle Monkey Plush, $17.95. Folk Manus Porcupine Hand Puppet sold for $8.96. These are all bins pickups. Vintage My Little Pony Baby Sea Tiny Bubbles with the duck floater and the brush. Picked this up at an estate sale. Paid $25 for a box lot of My Little Pony stuff. I'm thinking this was in there. And it sold for $25. Took down all my Daniel Tiger lots that I had. Made one big lot. And sold in, let's see, about a week. $26.95. Will I pick them up? Probably. I mean, if I can make these large lots and get $26.95 for it, you know, I probably have less than $2 in it. Kohl's, love picking them up, but a lot of them are bread and butter. This is Cornelius the Crocodile, $8.96. Wooden puzzle Christmas ornaments sold for $10.49. Build-A-Bear Grinch plush sold for $17. And last but not least, Disney Winnie the Pooh musical crib plush sold for $10. And then let's go to Robert's store. American Eagle women's pants sold for $13.50. English Laundry men's blue pants sold for $15. LL Bean, we love picking up the vintage stuff. These pants sold for $13.21. PRPS, I don't know what that stands for, but it's some kind of bull riding or something. Brand clothes, I don't know. I think there's a... Nevertheless, these men's pants sold for $38. I'm going to take this down so we can see what the tag looks like. 38. Oh, not bull riding. I don't know what that is. An injured angel?
It looks like a
do not know.
Cupid looking thing that's
I know.
leaning on his...
PRPS.
Go back to that again.
It looks like he's... I don't know, but there's an angel. I'm trying to look. Y'all. That is weird. Huh. Rambler.
Bruised, never broken.
Yeah, weird. All right, a brand to be on the lookout for, $38. All right, American Eagle women's jeans. We pick up a lot of American Eagle. I think it's getting to the point where like the boot cuts and the flare just seem to sell better for us. There was a point where anything American Eagle was, but not so much anymore, especially of the women's jeans. These sold for $18.88.
I had to look real quick. PRPS, a New York-based luxury denim brand that was established in 2002. Bruised, never broken.
Bruised Never Broken has nothing to do with PRP. You know, just I was like, then it should be Bruised Never Broken, B&B.
And like they have this archive collection. These Barracuda Sapporo relaxed fit jeans were list priced at $248, and they're ripped up pretty good. Brand new from the manufacturer.
Ariat Tech Heat men's polo shirt sold for $15. Proper men's uniform pants sold for $17. Homage NFL Blitz t-shirt with Emmitt Smith sold for $15. Saturday Sunday Anthropology dress sold for $18. Levi's 559 men's jeans $16.68. And women's silver jeans Suki, they don't do very well anymore. I think their problem though with this particular one was size 27. Really itty bitty. Sold for $13.
I gotta show you these pants. I mean, so these are brand new from this PRPS. It's sold out. They were originally $268, but they look like somebody was changing oil in them.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I could just go to the store and buy a pair of Wranglers and go change oil in for a lot less money. So maybe that's what I'll start doing. But I've heard that.
That'd be stinky.
But I've heard that if you take that the Carhartts and stuff like that are messed up, that those are pretty popular amongst the younger folks for making it look like they're blue-collar workers when they're not really blue-collar workers. But apparently they pay decent money for that stuff. I just haven't done the research to find it out. But it might be something you want to check into.
All right, y'all. Time to get to work. Bye.